Hey students, in our last lecture we had discussed about cookies in digital marketing, role of cookies in digital marketing. In this lecture we'll talk about customer relationship management. So first we need to understand what is customer relationship management. It is also called CRM. So CRM is the process of managing detailed information about individual customers and carefully managing all customer touch points to maximize customer loyalty. So ultimately this is something in which each individual customer's information is stored and managed by the marketer. So all the information about a individual customer, like the name of the customer, email ID, phone number, date of birth, maybe marriage anniversary, number of children that customer have, his or her age, and the maybe locality in which the customer is residing, and the types of products that the customer is purchasing. This is even more important for the marketer, and the total purchase that the customer has been making from that marketer. So all these information about each individual customer is managed by the marketer, and all customer touch points. So customer touch point information is also collected and managed. So what is customer touchpoint? Customer touchpoint is any place or occasion on which the customer encounters or interact with a marketer, brand or product. So wherever a customer is getting in touch with the marketer, that is customer touchpoint. So when a customer goes to buy a product, that is a customer touch point. When a customer sees an ad of a marketer, that is customer touch point. When a customer calls to customer care, that is also customer touch points. When a customer emails or sends a mail through even post to the marketer, that is also a customer touch point. So the marketer also keeps the detailed information about how the customer has been getting in touch with the marketer. When did the customer got in touch last time? What is the frequency of the customer getting in touch? What are the ways the customer is using for getting in touch with the marketer? Even sometimes the customers use social media for getting in touch with the marketers. So the marketer also tries to find out, also keeps this information, detailed information, that how this customer interacts or transacts with us. So this information is also important because that would help marketer to understand that if the marketer is trying to interact with customer, then what would be the most suitable media for that interaction. And ultimately the objective of this whole process is to increase or maximize customer loyalty. So we understand that customer loyalty is when a customer purchases the same product from the same marketer again and again, and the customer also spreads good word of mouth about the marketer. So a repeat purchase as well as spreading good word of mouth can be considered as an indicator of customer loyalty. CRM enable marketers to provide better customer services through effective use of individual customer account information. So as the marketer has more detailed information about each customer, so the marketer can provide better services to the customer. Marketer understands how to interact with the customer, how to inform the customer, and what should be the best offers for the customer, what should be the message for this customer, what should be the media to be chosen for this customer. So on the basis of this information, marketers customize products, services, messages as well as media. CRM helps in one-to-one marketing. When a marketer interacts with each individual customer, then it is one-to-one marketing, means sending mails specifically to any type of customers, sending some customized messages to customers, sending some customized other type of communication to customers. So all this, even when the marketer personally meets or representative of marketer meet customer, that is also one-to-one marketing. So this customized product or customized services, messages and media are also possible through CRM. And we know that what is customization? Customization is when the marketer designs a product, message or anything according to individual customer needs, not according to all customers, not according to a segment of customers. The message or product is designed according to each individual customer need, that is called customization. So customization is also possible if the marketer has information about the customer. So this is CRM process, the steps in CRM process. First, the marketer need to identify prospects and customers. The marketer need to identify who are the customers and also need to identify who are the prospects. Prospects are those who could be customer in future. They might not be customer right now, but they may buy from the marketer. Those are called prospects. So first, the marketer identifies those prospects and customers, then categorize them on the basis of needs and their value for marketer. Then as the marketer has identified these prospects and customers, marketer has more detailed information about these prospects and customers, then they can be categorized on the basis of the needs, what are their needs, and also on the basis of their value for marketer. This is very important, though we may say that it is not very much ethical, but this is important for marketers to understand the value of a customer for the marketer. A customer who purchases in large quantity and more frequently has more value for the customer. So marketers treat different customers differently on the basis of their value for them. So marketers try to understand that what are the values of different customers for the marketers, and those are categorized on that basis: high value customer, medium value customer, low value customer, and so on. Sometimes some customers are even zero value or negative value customers as well. There are some customers who actually do not give any profit to the marketers. Those are zero value customers. And there are some customers, while serving them, marketers may make some losses. Those are negative value customers. So marketers need to categorize customers in different segments, and then the marketer needs to decide accordingly. You may think that how a customer could be zero value or negative value. I'll take just one example. Pizza delivery companies. So there are too many pizza delivery companies, and there are some companies that promise that if the pizza will be not delivered within a specific time, it would be delivered free. So if a customer is there, out of 3 times, once that customer gets that pizza for free, and sometimes the customer may even return the product. For e-commerce as well, the customers may return the product. So marketers have to pay for those courier charges in e-commerce. In case of pizza, even if the customer gets the product or pizza for free out of 3 once, then the marketer is maybe actually making the losses from that customer. So the marketer has all the detailed information, and marketer understand, okay, this customer takes pizza free more frequently, so we need to do something with this. What can be done? Demarketing means removing those customers or eliminating those customers. Marketers decide not to serve those customers, or the marketers decide that for these customers we'll get payment before we deliver, we'll not provide home delivery, will not provide cash on delivery, and these type of options can be looked for zero value or negative value customers. So on the basis of all this, the marketer can customize products, services, messages and media for each customer, interact with individual customers to improve knowledge about, so identify prospects and customers, categorize them. Then third step is interact with individual customers to improve knowledge about them and build strong relationship. As I have discussed, when marketer has information about who are prospects and who are customers, then marketer may further interact with those customers individually to have more information about them. and that interaction should also focus on building strong relationship. Then customized products, services, messages and media for each customer. So now marketer has more information about customers. So the products, services, message and media can be customized according to each individual customer's needs. These are the significances of CRM. CRM helps in reducing the rate of customer defection. If we know that what are the customer's needs, if we know that what customer likes, if we know how customer pays, then the rate of customer defection, this means we would not serve a wrong product to the customer, we would not sell a wrong product to the customer, we would not do anything wrong with the customer. So reducing the rate of customer defection. Increasing the strength of customer relationship. If we have information about the customer, then as a marketer, what would we do? We would provide more customized services, products. We would provide more customized messages. We'll use customized media, and we'll also at times wish customers on their birthdays, marriage anniversaries, and so we can offer some discounts on some special occasions for those customers. So that would increase the strength of customer relationship. Enhancing the share of wallet. So customer has a wallet and marketer aims to enhance its share in customer's wallet. So marketer wants that out of all the money that customer spends, the marketer's share should be larger in that wallet. So cross-selling and upselling can be used for enhancing share of wallet. We know what is cross-selling and upselling. Cross-selling is selling a related product to an existing customer, and upselling is selling an upgraded product to an existing customer. So marketer can go for cross-selling and upselling if the marketer has information about the customer. So an example of cross-selling is when a customer comes to buy shoes, the marketer can sell socks or more related products. That increases marketer's share of wallet. And upselling is when a customer comes to buy a product, marketer offers a more upgraded advanced product to a customer. A customer comes to buy maybe to Maruti to buy a WagonR, the marketer offers or suggests Swift. So or a customer comes to buy Swift, the marketer suggests Swift Desire. This is upselling, selling an upgraded or more advanced product. The advantage, again, increasing the share of wallet, and the other advantage, more advanced product, increases customer satisfaction and loyalty. Though customer has to pay somewhat extra money once when the purchase is being made, but that satisfaction and loyalty is long term. That improves good word of mouth as well. So then next is making non-profitable customer more profitable or terminating them. As I have discussed earlier, that if a customer is non-profitable, then marketer can either make it more profitable or terminate that customer. I have discussed that removing the options for home delivery, removing the options of cash on delivery, these can be used for making non-profitable customers profitable, or sometimes the marketers simply refuse the customers to serve. Then next is building strong referral base. This is very important. If the CRM is used, the customers are satisfied, loyal, and those customers would refer this marketer to others as well. So gradually, good CRM would help in building strong referral base. These customers would keep on referring this marketer to other friends and relatives. That would help marketer to grow the business. Focusing on high value customers, I have discussed that customers value is calculated, and those customers who are high value customer, those are focused more by the customers. Some may say this as unethical, but this is how the marketing or business goes on. So the aim of CRM is attaining, retaining and growing customer. First thing, the marketer needs to attain more and more customers, acquire more and more customers, attract more and more customers, then retain those customers so that the customer should not go away, and then growing those customers, satisfaction of those customers must grow, loyalty of those customers must grow, and the purchase and frequency of purchase by those customers should also grow. So this is the aim of CRM. Nowadays, marketers consider customers as their partners and engage them in co-creation and products, distribution, network, and promotion. So nowadays, even marketers consider customers as their partners and engage them in co-creation of products. So customers are invited for suggesting about how to improve a product, how to improve distribution network, how to design or improve promotions. So customers are also invited for all that process. Marketers also maintain relationship with other stakeholders like suppliers, channel partners, and investors. So besides maintaining relationship with customers, marketers also maintain relationship with other stakeholders. This concept of managing relationship with all stakeholders is called partnership management. So gradually the system is moving from CRM to partnership management, means maintaining the relationship with all stakeholders, all partners, and customers are a part of that. CRM in online marketing, last topic for this lecture. There is no acquisition cost if we use online marketing. If we use online system for CRM, then the acquisition cost of customers is low or almost negligible, because we know that we have discussed that there are many online marketing media and channels which are free of cost. Low price sensitivity, when the customer gets customized. We have discussed in digital marketing that through online and social media, we can give some customized products and services to the customers. So if the customer gets more customized products and services, the price sensitivity is low. Less need to offer incentives because the customer is getting customized products and services. So there is less need to offer incentives to customer because customer is more loyal. More appropriate incentives, we have information about the product, so we would be able to give more appropriate incentives to customers when you are using online marketing. Recommendations or referrals from loyal customers. In online marketing, the marketer has more opportunities to get referrals from loyal customers, referrals or recommendations, and the marketers also give those customers some benefits or rewards for recommendations or referrals. So in online marketing, this concept is more prominent. And the last point is individual customers' revenue grow as trust increase. In case of online marketing, initially the trust may be low, but as the trust increases, individual customers' revenue grows, because if a customer is buying one product, then gradually the customer would keep on buying even more product if the trust increases. So this is all for this lecture. We'll get back for next lectures. Thank you.